Hey guys, Jolly here. Just going over one of my new classes that I've been using in Call of Duty. In this particular class, I don't use any perks. I use the MK with the Force Grip, the Target Finder, and Quick Draw. So that takes up 3 plus the weapon. That's 4 slots. And then to use the 3 slots, you have to pick up an additional slot at the bottom, the primary gunfighter. So you can have 3 attachments on the gun. And then I use the first shotgun you get, and that one's the pump action one. And I use that one with, let's see, with the laser sight and the long barrel to give it more range. And after that, you have nothing left over. So I primarily use this for objective game types because you can't really run around a ton. Using the MK, you have very limited mobility, but the shotgun gives you a little bit more mobility when you do have to move, just because it's so deadly up close. So it's really more of a camper's delight, because if you're watching down some of these hallways, you can kill off like 3-4 people without even reloading. So you're primarily not going to be capturing points so much. You're going to be defending them once they're established. Now, like this level, this is we're doing a hard hat here. So you just want to really have that. You would just really want to have that loadout whenever your team is actually capping it. You might want to consider like switching in between when you're on the aggressive end, which is like right now when we're trying to take back the territory, because this weapon is not very good for like pulling up your and mounting like the weapon immediately to, you know, people coming around corners and stuff. But you do have the shotgun to make up for that. So right now we have the territory, so I can protect it a little bit more. So I pull out the shotgun whenever I'm going into buildings. This is really a great spot for using this weapon. These windows, these like the sides of the levels, you kind of want to stay out of the middle areas, just because, like I said, up close the MK is not that great, but at range it is. I got another guy up close that I found. So you really just gotta know your strengths and weaknesses with this loadout. Now score streaks, you can do whatever you feel like doing. I like to have UAV just because right now a lot of people don't have Ghost because you only unlock it at level 55 and people haven't used their tokens on that yet. So you're probably going to find most people on UAV, and you get 10 points every time someone is killed on UAV while you're using UAV. So it just helps you to get your next score streak. And for a game type like this, I would say probably Lightning Strike. I usually would pick the Sentry Gun just because the Sentry Gun can watch over like Domination points and stuff like that. But a Lightning Strike is good for these moving objectives, just because you can take them out like attacking or something like that. And finally, just about to get my first cap here. Here we go. And this is another good spot in this hardpoint level, just to like hold out a shotgun and wait, because the shotgun really, like, coming around corners is the most deadly weapon because it kills in one shot. It really can't be beaten unless the other guy has like host or something and he just sees you around the corner first. But this thing is just McNasty around corners. See, one shot, boom, as soon as you walked around. And you really see it up good and up close in here. See the range it kills people one shot from. Just got 3 people in that room, all one shot. So you can see just how versatile it is. And for the third kill streak, I like to use the AGR. Not all the time, just sometimes. Like another good option is the stealth chopper. And for this hill right here, I like to lay down in this corner over here just because you can really just watch one angle without being too worried about people coming up behind you, because they don't see you laying down there. And if your teammates are watching your back, you know, you don't have to worry about anything besides one angle. All my teammates died there, but luckily because I was laying down, those guys came in and they didn't see me right away, so I just killed 3 of them just by standing up and looking at them. And the target finder, I really like this. It looks kind of like bulky, like you're watching TV or something, but it's really, really good. Because sometimes you just aim down the sight and you don't even notice that a guy's there. So you can see the shotgun up close. For some reason, like every once in a while, you'll notice that you feel like you definitely shot somebody and it didn't give you hitbox. I think that's more like a latency issue. It just happens every once in a while. It's just something you gotta live with, but it happens with all the guns, so don't fret if you know, you feel like you shot the guy but nothing happened. It's just gonna happen. That's just the nature of playing online. But really, you should try out that shotgun as a secondary. It's really incredible. I don't use it with all my classes, but something like, see, the LMG has such a terrible hip fire. You see how big it's spread just from me like sprinting, and you can't really like fire. It doesn't have a fast like firing rate, so it's really useless up close. So you got to have something like comparable as a secondary. Now, if you have something like those, oh, look at that! I just got 3 more guys in that same room that I got 3 earlier. See how good that thing is up close. So, I mean, there were like 4 guys, and I got 3 of them. But yeah, if you don't want to, you know, use the extra slot to carry a secondary, primary as a secondary, if you have something like those shotgun pistols, you could like roll those with like a Kimbo. That's a pretty good secondary. It's not gonna be as good as the shotgun, but it's still a fairly good like secondary if you're running around with the MK, because you need something to help you up close. You're almost never going to hipfire kill somebody with the MK. You're just gonna lose that battle. And if you're using the target finder, then you're almost like completely gearing for long range, so you're even weaker up close, which calls for, you know, even more of a stronger secondary. On a lot of these tight maps, it's a really good thing to have. Another setup I like to use with the MK is, instead of rolling the laser sight with the shotgun, you don't really have to have the laser sight. I just like it on some of these smaller levels. We're going around the corners to tighten up the shots to make sure they're one-shot kills. But the secondary option I like to use for this class is the using engineer, so I see all those like stupid Bettys and stuff like that, and taking a bouncing Betty with me, so when you are holding down some of these spots, you don't have to worry about people like sneaking up behind you and stuff like that. Now right here, I switched a little too late to help out and kill all those guys, because if I would have switched a little bit earlier and saw them coming downstairs, I might have gotten all 3 of them. Who knows? But it was a slow switch, and that's because I'm not using fast hands. That's another one you might want to use instead of engineer, just because, you know, you can switch so quickly going around these corners, and you won't get in a situation like I just did. It just cost me a death. But it's really up to you. But those are my tips for the MK class. I actually call this my my Dom defense class. And hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think, or if you have some something you'd like to see me try in Call of Duty, you know, some class you've made up, I'll make a video for it. But thanks for watching, guys.